Morning, Robbie. Apologies, I've been meaning to send this to you for a long time, but as you are obviously partly involved in the decision on the house, you can see that we did buy it. So I'm going to give you a tour. It's now Bank Holiday Monday, and once again we're working indoors. So, scaffolding's all up because we have to replace soil stacks, we have to replace guttering, we have to replace part of the flat roof. Yes, I think you heard discussions of what the estimated costs were for doing the work on this place, and I think it's probably about 30 grand more, but still think it's worth it. So yeah, we obviously saw each other last time, I think, what was it, end of Jan? Something like that, wasn't it? Just before, yeah, 30th. So we agreed on that night, and we got it through within 4 weeks. And the day before it actually went through, so the day before the payments were made, and the contract's been signed already, our builder was allowed in advance, and he found bats. So that was a great start, as you can imagine. Anyway, we got all that sorted legally, of course. So welcome to number 2, and welcome to the living room, which, as you can see, is under construction, or a bit of a storage area. So it's quite dark in here, as we've always known, so we're having lights, a lot more lights put in. And it will then, it is, to be fair, a very cosy room, but we needed, I think the conversation we were having was with the electrician when we were in the car, in the van, and that was to do all the rewiring of the place, which is well along, to be fair. Yesterday I was taking all the cabling down that was run across all the beams, because someone in their wisdom decided it was a great idea to just have all exposed wiring. So that's all gone now, and we're now in the kitchen. So again, a little bit dark because there's no back window, because that was blocked up because there's a little extension out the back. But what we're planning to do is put through this is now Karen making an absolute racket, because that's what she does. Say hello to Robbie.
Hi, Robbie.
So we're going to take this wall down. That's going to be pushed through.
Not the whole thing.
And most of it, and go out into this little extension bit, which means we will end up with the window in the back, and obviously a little bit more space, so hence this will be where the sink is. It's all new boilers, all new pipe work, and this is why it's a bigger house, because it's got these little extensions put on, and this is why we got it cheap, because the first offer she had on the place was 5 grand off her asking price, and she didn't think she had building plans or building regs approval on all these little extensions, which she did, and I found them in her paperwork after we'd bought it. So yeah, bonus. New windows for the upstairs dormer. So let's keep going through. This is where the stairs used to be. So what they did back in the 80s, they moved the stairs out into an extension, again giving you more room. So that's again the reason why it's a bit darker in here, because there would have been a window out the back here, like we have. So carpet needs a bit of a clean, and then we come up to the first floor. And bear in mind, this was lived in by Judith. This was her bedroom, and this will be your guest room, when your guest suite, when you stay over. This, all lath and plaster ceilings, all taken down. 2.5 tons of waste was taken away on the first run of waste, and there's been a lot more. So last weekend we lathed and boarded all these ourselves. What we did is we got an architect in, because we decided to move stairs around, which I'll show you in a moment. That just opened up a can of worms, to say the least. All the external walls, there's no insulation at all. To meet current building regs, we don't have to do it, but makes sense. All of these are going to be insulated from the inside and plasterboarded. So that is next stage. So we've just stripped walls, paper back at the moment. Nice floors, to be fair. Not sure what we're going to do with these yet, I haven't decided. Taking up boarding yesterday from the floors, exposes the hearth. So behind there is a fireplace. I'm not going to expose it, to be fair. So then come through to the bathroom. As you can see, needs a bit of work. Again, I will show you photos of what this was, because this was a fully working bathroom. The reason we haven't kept it, because it was from the 1980s and was, yes, I should think even asylum seekers wouldn't have used it, to be fair. So we're doing things like stud work, hiding all the pipe work again. It's all new pipe work. And this is just going to be a bath, toilet and sink. It's actually not really tall enough for a shower, to be fair. You can sit one in the bath, but the minute you start putting shower trays in, really, yeah, it's actually quite tight. As you can see, it's all old beams, original. Then we come into the other first floor room. So this, again, another good selling point. This was just used as a dumping ground by Judith, because this is where the stairs used to be. So they built this loft dormer extension in 1976, 46 years ago, our birthday year. But because they built this before they took the stairs out, you can imagine the stairs came up here, you would go around the stairs, then you would come to here, then you would go around the stairs again and go up like that. So you have to cross the room. So you have to cross diagonally to the left, to the right of the fireplace where the exposed brickwork is. So if anyone was sleeping in this room, you'd end up walking through their bedroom. So what we're doing, what the reason we got the architect in actually, was we wanted to turn the stairs around. So what we were doing is putting a stud wall in to the left, and then you'll go straight up here, straight ahead, through a door, up the stairs to the left. And this will make a nice room, nice large room, Karen's sewing room, work area, maybe a TV, something like that, you know, just sort of an area, not a bedroom anyway for us. We don't need it. We've got lovely views. You're right at the church. Yes, the road's here, but we're going to be obviously insulating all these walls again, so noise should be reduced. Obviously, got fantastic neighbours to the right. Again, ceilings all ripped out. You could see straight up to the tiled roof till last week. As you can see, that's what it was like until we boarded it. And very interestingly, look at this beam, burnt, really burnt. Pegs from these slots here. So this used to be, here's one of the pegs, typical timber frame construction, running down to the floor in two places. But however, all this burnt beam, we're trying to work out where's it from, why is it, you know, when was it burnt? It looks worse than it actually is. It's pretty solid and doesn't actually hold anything up now. We thought maybe it was put in burnt, actually. You exposed all this, which is burnt as well. So there was a fire in it at some point. Another fireplace, which is closed up. So now we're working on, ladders to get up. Staircases out. It's due to be measured this week to get one made. Then we can drop it in. So then, let's go upstairs, and this is where we're working today. Which is the dormer. This was, and again I'll send you photos, proper room. You had a sort of an officey area, call it, and a bedroom the other side of what was a wall here. So now we're putting in a ensuite here. But of course, found problems. We found a post holding up the main supports for the roof. Luckily we didn't find it, the builder did, because we thought it was a stud wall, so we'd have just whacked it out and that would have been slightly embarrassing. So on the day before it was all going through, and Judith let him in to start doing groundworks, he found that, and he found bats living inside the cavity. So, long story short, we have insulated the whole building, and today's job is to insulate all the boarding that we did. So Karen's smaller than me, she's going in to do that
When you're off the phone.
when I'm off the phone. So there you go. I shall send you further updates. Speak later.